EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Always got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right. And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. From the 40 now on second down, Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw. No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it. Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
the guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Brissett. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive will start with an option going left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson. This one complete to Jerry. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger game?
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Play fake, Brissett. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down. Brissett. steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14, Broncos, nothing. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In motion goes the tight end. To throw again on second down. Brissett. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Jackson. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Brissett to throw on first. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You know, he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Play action now. Brissett.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Wilson is going to keep it.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. In motion left, the tight end. Here we go with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Brissett. There's Beckham, great grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw for Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Brissett's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the red zone now, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. A give running left, McAllister, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 18. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it inside the 10. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chuba Hubbard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And got his man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Brissett. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw is Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
Now Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Play fake, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! Touchdown, Houston! Brandon Cooks, 78 yards.
And the Texans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Broncos 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Hey, check. Watch what he's set. Got it.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now Brissett on 4th down. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Throwing. Brissett. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard from 21 yards away.
And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Brissett now. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they'd love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Hamler now on the return.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again, Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One last shot for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as